Gas in the suburbs is so much cheaper than gas in the city, and I don't get it. I mean, it just doesn't make sense to me. Why is it so much cheaper? Right?
And you know what? That's why I love riding a motorcycle. I mean, when it comes down to it, you get such a better ride. And oh jeez, it's raining. Oh god. Okay, so I guess I found the title of this video, Caught in the Rain, while talking about gas and the prices of gas. Great. See, I was hoping it was just the car wash that was doing that, but guess not. Guess it's actually rain. Anyways, so as I was riding out here in the other video, you guys can kind of see this. Um, the gas in the city right now is probably like 225, between 220 and 225, which obviously I can't complain about because I remember 2 or 3 years ago when it was like nearly 425. I mean, obviously it didn't get that high here, but it got pretty high out here. And this is actually the first time I've ever actually been caught in the rain. Um, and I mean, there's been times where it's been raining and I had my bike out and it rained for like 10 seconds and then stopped. And it wasn't supposed to rain that day, so that's why I had the bike out at work with me. But hey, you know, you can't win all of them. So, anyways, basically what I want to talk about real quick is just like city riding versus suburb riding. And you know what? I'll even throw an expressway riding on this one because, I mean, when it comes down to it, like, they are three different kinds of riding. When you're in the suburbs, you got to really focus on the speed limit. You don't always have to do that in the city, and you don't really. That's not a huge deal in or on the expressway. As long as you're going with the flow of traffic, and as long as you're riding safe, I mean, I don't. Usually, a cop won't worry about you. But in the suburbs, especially around here, you see my videos when I've been talking about Brighton and whatnot. Those cops get super pissed, and it's kind of funny, but at the same time, if I'm going, like we always joke, if you go through Brighton, Gates, sometimes Irondequoit, some different parts of Irondequoit, you can be going 2 miles over the speed limit, and I mean, it sucks because they'll pull you over. Luckily, I've never been pulled over, but I've heard stories about it and all that fun stuff. I really hope that you guys can kind of see what I'm doing because it is raining, but hey, I'm still going to use this video because it is the first time getting caught in the rain. Oh, yep. So I wanted to see if wiping off my visor, so I only wiped off a little bit of it. I want to see if that kind of helps. It doesn't, but I don't think I'm going to be able to catch that biker. But anyways, so right now we're riding technically in the city. This is city land. It's considered the city until you get on. So to my right is where you'd go towards the suburbs, and a little bit left is where you go to the suburbs as well. So I mean, this little strip is mostly city, or is actually all city. But if you go a few blocks to one side or a few blocks to the other side, behind me, you'll hit suburbs. You'll hit Irondequoit and you'll hit Greece. So riding in the city is a lot different because it is a lot of stop and go. I mean, in the city, you have to worry a lot about people who are turning when they shouldn't be, cutting you off, moving between lanes. And then one of the biggest things is the cars that park on the side of the street. Sometimes they come up on you like it's nothing, because you're coming around a bend, so you got to be really careful about that. I mean, you'll see in some of my other videos when I'm going to work, you can kind of see that blind turn once I get off the expressway, and that's all city there. So I mean, once you get off the expressway, sometimes there's a truck sitting on the left lane, sometimes there's a truck sitting on the right lane, so you kind of got to take that very slow and focus on where that truck could be and kind of pay attention to it. Get bikers going that way, I won't get to talk to them. Darn it. Oh well. I honestly want to see if it was his first time getting caught in the rain too. I want to see what he thought of it. I mean, there's times where I'll pull up to random bikers and random people and just start talking to them. So hey, But anyways, see, this is the kind of stuff I hate. The random construction in the middle of the road. I mean, I get it. You guys need to do the construction, but hey, when I'm in the rain, I don't like it that much. Anyways, so that's kind of like city riding, and this guy's cutting me off. You gotta be kidding me. What did you move over for? There's no reason to move over. Where are you going? What are you doing? Why? What? Oh my lord. Okay, so anyways, moving on, because I'm not going to worry about him. I'm trying to get home. If it wasn't raining, I might say something to him, but that's not worth it. Anyways, so suburb riding. Suburbs are, like I said, you got to worry about the speed limit a lot more than you do in the city. There's a lot more spots for the police to hide, a lot more stricter laws in the suburbs, because they're more worried about the people who are being dangerous on the streets, not dangerous around the streets. And that's a lot of what it comes down to. Again, I hope you guys can have a good view of what I'm doing right now. Hopefully it's not too covered by rain. I don't want to wipe it off just because it didn't work well on my Shield, so I don't want to ruin it on the GoPro. That's the only reason I haven't done it, and I know that my gloves aren't meant for wiping stuff off. So there's nothing I can really do. But well, that was a cop. Anyways, so oh, I could use that as a title. Cop zooms past with lights on, ha ha ha, and doesn't think anything of me. Right? Hopefully, hey, he's not behind me. Good. Okay. So, oh, right now we're actually over the subway. It's literally right below us. And it runs where all that blue light is. It runs underneath there. It's actually really sweet, and I'm hoping to do my engagement photos down there. But yeah, I mean that's really all I have to say on that subject. But anyways, expressway driving. So I could get home by the expressway right now, but since I've never driven in the rain, I'm not quite sure what high speed would be like in the rain, and I don't know how bad it's been raining on the expressway. If it's been raining worse in the city or what. It does rain different in different parts of this town, I'll be honest. It's very weird. It can be downpouring in one part of Hilton, and then 2 miles away be sunny skies in Greece. So I don't get it, but there's times when I'll come home from camp over the summer, and I'll say to my brother, I'm like, dude, did you see how bad it was downpouring? He goes, do you see how brown the grass is? It didn't rain at all here. Like, what are you talking about? So anyways, what it comes down to is like expressway riding. A lot of it is getting used to that speed, the feel of that speed. And I mean, it's not easy to get used to it, but at the same time, like it happens, you know? So once you get used to it, it's very different. It's a lot of fun to be on the expressway. You have a lot of fun, but that's all I can really say to that. Have a great night, guys. Stay safe, ride safe, and enjoy the videos, enjoy the channel, and enjoy riding. Have a good one. Talk to you soon.